Hello, welcome. Hope you're having a pleasant day. There was a farmer who raised watermelons. He was doing pretty well, but he was disturbed by some local kids who would sneak into his watermelon patch at night and eat the watermelons. After some careful thought, he came up with a clever idea that he thought would scare the kids away for sure. So he made up this sign and posted it in the field. The next day the kids show up and they see the sign. It says, "Warning, one of the watermelons in this field has been injected with cyanide." So the kids run off and make up their own sign and post it next to the sign that the farmer made. The farmer shows up the next week, and when he looks over the field, he notices that no watermelons are missing. But he notices a new sign next to his. He drives up to the sign, which read, "Now there are two." A kangaroo walks into a saloon and hops on a stool. He puts $10 on the bar and orders a vodka martini. The bartender serves the drink, then gives the kangaroo his change, $2. "Pardon me for staring," says the bartender, "but we don't see too many kangaroos in here." "Yeah," replies the kangaroo, "and at these prices you won't see too many more." On a special Teacher's Day, a kindergarten teacher was receiving gifts from her pupils. The florist's son handed her a gift. She shook it, held it over her head, and said, "I bet I know what it is. Some flowers." "That's right," said the boy, "but how did you know?" "Just a wild guess." The next pupil was the candy store owner's daughter. The teacher held her gift overhead, shook it, and said, "I bet I can guess what it is. A box of candy." "That's right. But how did you know?" asked the girl. "Just a lucky guess." The next gift was from the liquor store owner's son. The teacher held it over her head, but it was leaking. She touched a drop of the leakage with her finger and tasted it. "Is it wine?" she asked. "No," replied the boy. The teacher repeated the process, touching another drop of the leakage to her tongue. "Is it champagne?" she asked. "No," the boy replied. The teacher then said, "I give up. What is it?" The boy then said, "A puppy." During his stint as comedian in a show called You Bet Your Life, Groucho Marx interviewed many participants. On one occasion, he interviewed a Mrs. Story who had given birth to 22 children. "I love my husband," Mrs. Story said enthusiastically. "I like my cigar too," said Groucho, "but I take it out once in a while." One winter day, President Nixon was looking out the window of the Lincoln bedroom when he noticed some writing in the snow. Looking more closely, he saw that somebody had apparently etched in urine the words, "Nixon must go." Furious, the president summoned the FBI and demanded that they immediately find out who was responsible for this outrage. The following day, the president received a call from the FBI. "Sir, we have good news and bad news. The good news is that we have tested the urine and ascertained its origin. It came from former Vice President Spiro Agnew." "Oh, no," said the president. "What's the bad news?" "I hate to tell you this," said the agent, "but it was Mrs. Nixon's handwriting." And on that note, goodbye.